Hi guys, this is Uncle Aram. I'm on the river. I'm on a rocky beach. I walked down this rocky beach. I guess at one point there was a house here. Probably a lot like that house. A bamboo house. And the river came up and washed that house away. And now we've just got this. Wow. This is exciting, isn't it? This is the River Napo. If you look that up, it's in the jungles of Ecuador. Where's Ecuador? Near the equator. Ecuador is named after the equator, I suppose. I think so. And the river here is called Rio. Spanish, Rio. Rio Napo. Rio Napo. And I'm staying at a hotel that's it's a very quiet place on the river. I've been traveling for a few days by myself. I spent 2 nights in my hammock. I have a very special hammock. It has a mosquito net so bugs can't bite me. And it has a cover so the wind doesn't get me. Right now I have no mosquito nets. And I'm being swarmed. Swarmed. Like who knows what? Who knows what? I got a recorder. It's an audio recorder. It does stereo. This is the right side. See the R? This is the left side. The red light means that it's recording, and when that other light turns on, it means it's peaking. It means I'm speaking too loudly into the microphone. Right now, you can probably hear the audio from my phone, and if I'm very thoughtful, I spend a lot of time, I can also bring in the audio of this and provide a stereo experience where you hear things from both sides of your ears. It sounds very fun. I don't know if I'm going to do that. Combine the audio with the video. I like having the option though. Uncle Aram travels with gadgets. I've done a lot of traveling and it's good to be prepared. I've always got snacks. I've always got water. And in case it rains, I've got a raincoat. And in case there's water, I've got my swim shorts. You want to be prepared. You never know when there's going to be swimming. This river is a bit too wild for me to think about swimming. I mean, I can think about swimming, but when I think about swimming, I'm thinking, that water looks cold. And I like cold water. I do. I take cold showers. I think cold showers, I know cold showers are good for you. Cold showers wake you up in the morning. You don't need to drink coffee. You don't need really anything to wake you up when you've got a cold shower to greet you. I even take a cold shower at night. And you're like, but my hair is going to be so cold. Well, I don't have long hair, so I don't have to worry so much about drying my hair. But I think taking a warm shower at night is a good way to just rinse the day off of you. And prepare yourself to say good night. I also don't drink a lot before bed because I don't like getting up to pee. So I think for me, the best thing that I can do is have a good dinner, a light dinner, not too much, just once, and something to wash it down. I mainly drink water. I don't drink milk. Milk comes from cows. I know. Cool, right? I once had milk from a cow that had been eating cantaloupe. Do you know what color the milk was? What color is cantaloupe? That orange melon. Yes, it's an orange melon. The cantaloupe colored the cow's milk. It was whitish and orangish, like an orange sherbet. It was delicious. This was in California. This was many years ago. I was on a farm where they had their own cow. That was cool to see where the milk was coming from. Now, we can drink milk. Obviously, we drink a lot of milk. And hopefully, usually it's organic milk because we're lucky. We get to choose organic milk. Not everyone gets to choose organic milk. Some places, they have powdered milk. Have you ever drank? Have you ever drank powdered milk? I wouldn't recommend it. It's not wonderful. Every time you process something, you lose something. So there's a process to make milk safe to drink. It's called pasteurization. Pasteurization, well, there are different ways of pasteurizing. And I'm not a scientist, so if we want to know more about pasteurization, we'd either ask Wikipedia or YouTube or Google or your parents or a teacher, like a science teacher. Pasteurization. What is pasteurization? As far as I know, it's a process where you heat up the milk to remove bacteria so that you don't get sick. But you're also killing off things that could be beneficial to you. Living things that could live inside of your belly. Like, I don't want things living inside my belly. I know it sounds weird, but there are things called, well, we call them probiotics, bacteria. Your mom probably knows a lot more about this than I do. Your mom can explain this. Anyways, things like yogurt, things like sauerkraut, things like kefir, things like kimchi, those are all living foods with living cultures, little organisms that make our belly happy. So when we pasteurize things, when we homogenize things, what does homogenize mean? Can you read homogenize on the milk label? Homogenized, pasteurized. And they added things. Why would you add things? What was missing from the milk? Vitamin A, vitamin D? Who says we need this in our milk? The FDA. Ask your mother about the FDA. She used to work there. She knows all about your daily recommended dose. Science. The human body is amazing. We're learning new things about it all the time. We're discovering things that we've known for a long time. Cultures. Ooh, I'm being bitten. I did not bring any bug spray. Do watch out what's in the bug spray. There are chemicals that kill the bugs, but also kill things inside of you. Or at least that's what I've read on the internet. What have you been reading on the internet? What have you been watching? The most important thing that I think that is required viewing is critical thinking. Using your noggin. There's a spider over there. It's not too scared of me. I'm not too scared of it. You want to see the spider? Who blinked first? Me or the spider? Where did the spider go, actually? I'd like to know. Did you see where the spider went? I don't know where the spider went. It went under a rock, I assume. Assumptions. You know what they say about assumptions, don't you? Assumptions make an ass out of you and I. Did you say a bad word? There's nothing bad about your butt. B-U-T-T. My butt. My stinky butt. Did you wipe your stinky butt? Have you cleaned your stinky butt? Why? Why does it itch? Why does it scratch? Perhaps it's the diapers. Are you still wearing diapers, Douglas? You can... I'm not going to judge. I'm just going to say it's inconvenient. I mean, it's super convenient. It's really convenient. Like, if I didn't have to leave my bed to pee, why would I leave? It's warm in bed. It's nice in bed. No judgment. I'm just thinking, well, it does smell. Maybe it itches too. Yeah. I don't know if it feels so good. And the older you get, the weirder it gets. You know? Big kids don't wear diapers. Look around you. Big kids don't wear diapers. Sometimes grandparents wear diapers. Sometimes people in the hospital wear diapers. But it's because they can't get out of bed. Can you get out of bed? Yes, you can get out of bed. You can go to the potty. There was something under me. It was not a spider. I'm pretty sure there's not a spider under me. The sun is rising. This is your attempt at your uncle being more entertaining than whatever you're watching on your iPad. I am being watched. You're watching me on your iPad, on your iPhone, on your whatever device. I made this with my device. You can make things too. I made a movie with Kenna. Kenna was finger painting. We made art. Where is it? That's on my camera. I have so many treasures on my camera. I need to get them off my camera. And on to the internet. Dun da da da. For we are both the consumers and the creators of content. Would you like to see me shave? Does this bother you? This bothers grandmother. Grandmother's like, I want to see my baby's soft skin. Mom, I'm 40 years old. I can have some gray hairs. And I'm in the jungle. So, this is my jungle look. Livingston, I presume. I see the spider. The spider was not under me. The spider was under a rock. You want to say hello to the spider again? Let's say hello to the spider again. We're going to make him hide. Go away, spider. That was a quick one. Spiders are scared of you too. Mosquitoes are not so scared of you. This is true. I wonder what's trying to bite me. I'm a very big meal for very small animals and insects. I think I'll be fine. Ah, the lights. The lights. The sun is shining here. I'm in Ecuador, as you know, near the equator. Where is the equator? In the center. Do you have a globe? That's a good gift. A globe. Globes are very interesting. The world is round. It's true. It's hard to tell. But if you get up on a mountain, you can see the curvature of the earth. Don't let those flat earthers fool you. Hashtag flat earth conspiracy. There are some people who do not believe that the earth is round. That is their view of the world. I mean, if you're looking through the world through this little lens, this flat screen, I can see how you might be fooled to believe that the world is flat because everything that you're seeing is through a screen. You're not here in the world like me. On the banks of Rio Napo. What does Napo mean? Was it an indigenous place name? It's one of my favorite things about Hawaii. Makenna was named after Makenna Beach. When I was in school, we learned about the place names of different places in Hawaii. First thing that you want to know is the difference between Y, W-A-I, and Kai, K-A-I. Y is freshwater, Kai is saltwater. So I am by a lot of Y. Y. If you say Y twice, Y. In Hawaiian, it means prosperity, wealth, water, abundance. Water, abundance. The river is flowing, flowing and growing. The river is flowing down to the sea. I learned a lot of songs in my yoga class. Do you sing songs in your yoga class? My favorite songs are the songs in Spanish. You want me to sing you a song? I set myself up for that one. Oh. I'm having trouble remembering a Spanish song. We did a ceremony where we went into a temescal. Temescal is a sweat lodge made of mud. It's like a mud hut, a dome. You crawl inside the cave, and they bring in hot rocks, like these, that have been made very, very warm by a fireman, the man who's tending the fire. Hopefully one who's trained with shamans. And you say, Abuela. Gracias, Abuela. We call the rocks grandmother. Abuela, gracias. Thank you. Gracias, Abuela. Thank you. Rocks are very old. These are very many rocks. This is like a big family of rocks. Many colors. How many stories are in these rocks? Are you a geologist? I am not a geologist, but I like rocks. Some rocks are speckled. Some rocks are home to spiders. Some rocks are white, and some rocks are freckles. I see your freckles. Do you see my freckles? How many colors of rocks are there? I see green rocks, red rocks, gray rocks, white rocks. Purple-ish rocks. Mostly red, green, white, brown. Many different rocks. This rock. What do you think about this rock? What's in this rock? Focus on the rock. Can you smell what the rock is cooking? Smells like pasta. No. Do you know in many cultures they cook with rocks? They heat up the rocks and they stuff the rocks. They stuff things under the rocks, or they stuff the rocks in things. In Hawaiian, it's called an imu. Imu the pig. In ancient Hawaiian culture, there were only very small pigs. I mean, you can't fit a very big pig on a canoe. The Hawaiians came from Polynesia, most likely Tahiti. Yes, we're pretty sure that it was Tahiti. Can we confirm that? Yes, it was Tahiti. And they brought a few things with them on the canoes. Canoe crops is what we call them now. I don't know if they called them canoe crops then. They're like, this is just the stuff we bring with us, brother. They had some foodstuffs, like taro, kalo in Hawaiian. Taro is the older brother of the Hawaiian people. In their view of creation, of where Hawaiian people come from, Haloa is the spirit, their older brother, Taro, that I think planted himself so that he could feed his family. Breadfruit, ulu, was another of these canoe crops. If you were to do battle with someone and you really were mean, you would burn their fields of breadfruit. You would burn the ulu. And there would be no more food. That's really mean. Hawaiians lived in abundance when they became Hawaiians. When the Tahitians became Hawaiians, they were like, this is beautiful. We've got fish. We've got coconuts. They also brought medicinal plants. Noni. I like making noni juice. I go to Makenna Beach and I find a noni tree that is not too covered in ants, and I find some ripe noni, and then I put it in a mason jar, tighten the lid, and let the sun do its magic. And the noni fruit produces a very powerful medicinal syrup. Noni juice. There are many medicinal plants. There are also things like ginger. Alapuhi is used as shampoo. Do you think I could use a shampoo? Do you think I should color my grays? What does Grandma have to say about that? Do you think Mom colors her hair? No judgment, just questions. The art of the question. There was a man from ancient Greece, I want to say. He lived in a cave. This is only partially true. Plato was in the cave. Socrates taught the question. Plato. It's not the dough. Playdoh is Play-Doh. TM, trademark. Plato, Plato, is an ancient philosopher. Plato talks about the cave. Today, I think I'm going into a cave. I'm either going to a cave or to a waterfall. I have to choose. What do you think? Cave or waterfall? Or both? I think it's time for breakfast. The sun is up. I've been making a video of the sunrise. Can you see my camera? I've got this camera phone. My phone has multiple cameras. Cameras are everywhere, monitoring everything. There's a camera on your laptop, there's a camera on your phone, there's a camera everywhere. Are you shy? Are you doing something you're not supposed to be doing? Who's watching all this tape? I hope you're watching this video. I'm sending it with love from Ecuador. I thought it would be the best way to find my way to say hello Aloha kakayaka. How we say good morning in Hawaii and in Ecuador. Wherever you are, Uncle Aram loves you. Kisses, good morning. Time for breakfast. For me at least. I don't know what time it is for you. Maybe it's time for bed. This is a recording. I cannot answer your questions at this moment, but if we hop on the phone, I'm gonna hop on the phone. I'm a bunny. I'm hopping on the phone. Hop, 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 hop. Was that a dad joke? That was a little bit of a dad joke. People label things dad jokes when they're not good jokes, when they're bad jokes. I'm like, that's a dad joke. That was trying to be clever, but it did not get a laugh. Sorry, Dad. You get all the blame for the bad jokes. Oh. Yeah. Wear sunscreen when you go outside. Obviously, you don't need this advice. Mom told you she brought sunscreen. As a good traveler, you should know this as well. I put on sunscreen. I put on... usually I put on insect repellents if it's natural. I ran out of natural stuff. What am I going to do? I'm going to be eaten alive. No, I'll be fine. Don't worry. Actually, you can't say don't. You can't say can't. You can't say don't. Your brain gets tricked. You're like, don't? Then I must. Don't say don't. Do say do. Don't be a don't, do be a do. Positive thinking. Think about what you want, not about what you don't want. It's difficult sometimes, but no, it's easy at other points. You're like, I just want to go for a swim in someplace safe. Perhaps a pool. There's a pool here too. Here I'm at Selena. Selena is a hotel near Tenas. Tenas. You can look it up on Google Maps. You can see where I am. You can also see a beautiful photo of the aerial view. Someone had a drone and put a camera on that drone. And that drone took a photo of this beautiful grass-thatched bamboo huts that I'm staying at. I've got 2 nights here and then another 2 nights somewhere else. 2 nights more. It's enough for me while I'm traveling to have a sense of stability. How many nights have you been on the road? What's your longest vacation? Can you turn that into a work study? This is what my advice is for for auntie, for anyone, for everyone. Take some time off from that job. Save some money and volunteer. Go on workaway.info. Find volunteer opportunities in a far-off land where they'll pay you almost nothing, but they'll teach you so much more than you could ever learn in college or in high school. You can wait until after high school so you have a driver's license and a foreign language. Study Spanish, study Japanese, study whatever you find interesting. Buy a one-way. Well, okay. Round trip. I find the older I get, the better it is to buy one-way tickets, but initially, you start with round-trip tickets. You work your way up to one-way. Also, when you enter a country, they want to know, can you leave the country? They don't want an abandoned gringo or gringa lost in their city, panhandling, busking, waving flags. I know a woman, she worked her way by being a clown all across South America, by being a beautiful circus artists. By singing, by waving flags at the traffic lights. This was something that you could do. Can you still do it? Can you become an artisano? Can you make art and sell it? I am finding a new way. We're removing things like trying. We're removing things like don't from our vocabulary. Well, they're still there. They have limited useful applications. But we're doing more doing, and we're being more being. So I'm doing new things. I'm going to be making books. I am making books, audio books. Books for reading, books for listening. As I go on the road with this recorder. I made a few chapters last night. Can you write a book in your sleep? That sounds like some sort of scheme. How to write a book in your sleep. Often artists are inspired by dreams. We build bridges. I can be an author. I am an author. I can be a photographer. I am a photographer. I can be a teacher. I am a teacher. I can be a traveler. I am a traveler. I can be a poet. Don't you know it? I can be a joker. I'm having fun. Yep. Well, this has been a monologue. A monologue is when you talk to yourself. I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to you for a good half hour. Have you lost? Have you skipped? Have I lost you? Are we on to something else? Alright, more adventures coming up. Uncle Aram in Ecuador. I haven't bought land here. I'm not planning on it, but you never know. I could open up a bed and breakfast. Would you want to be stuck serving someone breakfast every morning for the rest of your life? This is the thing I don't get about owning like a business that keeps you in one place. I see a lot of shopkeepers here. I was walking the streets of Archidona, and each store I went into had very similar things. Similar t-shirts. They have a lot of American clothing. American brands are big here in Ecuador. It's very privileged to be an American in Ecuador. They have a high opinion of Americans. And American fashion, evidently. But you go to a bakery, any bakery, they've got this pretty much 99% the same inventory, the same breads. You go to a clothing shop, very similar clothes. The electronics store, very similar stuff. And you're like, why are there so many people selling so many of the same things? What's original? What's new? What's unique? I don't get it. But I think they think it's a form of security, safety. At one point, their family left the jungle. Everyone here? Well, not everyone. There are indigenous people who are from this land, and there are people who came to share religion, church, go to church. When was the last time you went to church? Was it when someone died? Or was it on Sunday? I don't really... I go to churches, but I go there because it's beautiful. I don't really go there to listen to somebody talk. For me, nature is a form of church. Nature is a form of sanctuary. This is my church. Down by the River Napo. Want to say an aho or an amen or an aloha? I don't know. In each culture, we have a different way of saying goodbye, of acknowledging the end of something. In my yoga school, we end with 3 ohms. Do you want to try ohming? This is a little bit... Mom's going to think this is kind of a hippie thing. It's okay, Mom. You can invent any ritual you want. 3 ohms before bed, 3 ohms to say good morning, or something else. Ooh la la la. Om. Om is from Sanskrit. From India, from the Indus Valley. And it symbolizes the end and the beginning. Om, the end and the beginning. So what is the end? It's the beginning of something else. A new activity. A new art project. Something for us to invent. Or breakfast. Something for us to make. What do you want for breakfast? I bought some eggs. I'm going to make some eggs. Yum.